All right, now please, we're going to welcome the first team to pitch on stage. They have only 5 minutes, no more. And they have these bad guys and girls who will try to help them in a nice way, I hope. So, give a lot of love and applause to Oh My George.
Thank you. Hi everyone. Hello bad guys. My name is Lucien, and with a couple of other gamers, we are building a trading platform that we called Oh My George. It's basically a trading app for dummies. So you all know this quote, right, among startups. If you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you launched too late. Well, today I feel pretty embarrassed because we just released last week. It's pretty basic, it's pretty raw, and I've even heard some people in the room say it's pretty shitty. And they are right, But today, to make things a bit more interesting, we want to propose a little contest. So you can download the app on the App Store and Google Play already. Of course, it's about virtual money, so don't worry. But it's live, real-time market data. And tonight, what we offer you is the best trader among you. We will convert the profit he makes into real money. So for $10, we give you €1. So that's a pretty shitty exchange rate, for sure. But bear with us, we're bootstrapping, so we have a low marketing budget. So let me walk through the app. So we made it just like a Flappy Bird, if you know it. So super easy to play, but extremely hard to master. You just have to select how much you want to invest at a time or for a given game, and then just trade up or down whether you think the asset, here the Euro-USD exchange rate, will increase or decrease in the next few minutes. So you will start with a loss, which is the broker's commission. So then you just have one simple thing to do, is wait for a better outcome. So you can wait, but your losses might widen. So you might say, oh, I cut here, or if you get to a positive outcome, then you should take your profit before they vanish. Oh, so just as simple as that. Sounds simple, right? But let me give you a tip. Statistically, we found out that all newbies cut their losses too late and take their profits too early. And that's why we built such a simple trading platform. We took all the math and jargon away so that people can focus purely on their emotions, so that they can assess their risk appetite, so that they can get to know themselves as an investor. So you better have a trading plan and stick to it. What we didn't want to build was something like this, a full-service trading platform that is for professionals or for computer geeks or programmers. What we want to do instead is, based on that very simple trading platform, make you earn new feature one by one. Just like if you were playing Zelda, you win a new weapon and you learn how to use it. At the end, you have a lot of weapons, but you know how to use them all, right? Because you didn't get them all at once. You get them one by one. So that's what we want to do with our platform. We want the platform to evolve as you progress in the game. As simple as this. This is the team. Yeah, we're gamers. We're based in Southeast Asia, actually, not Paris. We're based in Asia because we want to go after Asia. For us, the market is there, definitely, because the Asians are more versed into trading, into gaming, into gambling. China alone, it's 200 million trading accounts. It's 30% of the people who spend more than 1 hour playing on their phone. And Macau, for those who know it, is 7 times the revenue of Vegas for just 1/5 of the hotel room capacity. So the market for us is definitely there. So we, as a company, are operating on a pretty unique half remote, half hackathon mode. So we spend half of the time wherever we want, so Paris for me, and the other half in Bangkok, living and coding together, and sometime on some fancy island. That was last week, yeah, pretty big temperature shock. Working on the release, not joking, yeah. So just a quick announcement, we are looking for an additional developer, a JavaScript developer, so if these logos mean something to you, you can just get in touch after the pitch. Meanwhile, that's it for tonight, so download the app, start trading, and the best one, we will convert his money. By 8 p.m., you should post a screenshot of your app on our Facebook page to participate. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity tonight.
Great. Who want to start? You want to start? I can start. Okay.
Yep.
Really impressed. Good pitch. Very well done. Beautiful slides. Seriously, it makes me feel happy when I see this. Like one simple color, one big message. It was flawless from the beginning. Maybe at the beginning you played a little bit too much about oh, I'm embarrassed, mythoman.
But you haven't tried the app yet, that's why. Because when you've tried the app, you understand why I'm embarrassed.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but the reality is that you show a little bit that you totally get the rules of bootstrapping. Okay, it's crap, but I have to put it out, and that's cool, and we understand it, and that's good. It's just about the background. I mean, I have tons of questions because I really think it's interesting, and I want to download the app, and I'm wondering, but maybe I'm stupid on this, but I was still wondering, like, if I want to trade easily, isn't there like a threshold, like a certain amount, minimum amount that I have to put, and that isn't it a barrier for you when we go real, or do you don't want to go real? You just want to fake it? I mean, the final product is to fake it.
I have a very startup answer for this.
Yeah, go
which
for it.
is we are getting started, so we're just focusing on the product market fit for now. So we don't know which monetization strategy we're going to go
It's
for.
not about monetization.
Yeah, it is in a way. Cause
no, it's about the value proposal that you tell to the people.
Okay.
Like, will you make money, or will you just understand the market?
You will understand yourself. That's what our angle. The angle, rather than being technological, is psychological.
Yeah.
So we want to take everything away so you can really focus on purely your emotions. We'll give you stats about like how early you cut your losses, how early you take your profits. And you're going to be able to see that. Very interesting things like, depending on what time it is of the day, maybe you will not react the same way.
But totally, but I won't bet my money the same if I know it's fake money.
If you know, yeah, of course, definitely.
So it's not real psychological.
So the first thing, it's real live market data. So the feeling you have is like, if I had bet real money on this, I would have exactly made that amount. So it's already quite strong, and we are seeing testers already quite attached emotionally to their balance.
Okay.
Some guy didn't want us to reset his balance, for instance. He said, "No, I want to recover my money by myself. But it's just virtual money. Come on." Yeah.
Okay.
The
I get it.
emotion feeling is pretty strong, even though it's virtual money. That's why we are not using a fake currency. We just stick to dollars because that's the closest link to real money that we can have.
Okay, I get it. So for the moment, it's virtual money, and that's
we had one guy trading 100 times in one night.
Yeah.
So
that's what's interesting also, because you don't talk about it in the pitch. Is who is the team? Who are you? Where do you come? I mean, what did you do really before? What came with you? Why did you choose to work together on this? So I want to know. I'm sure you're into this market. You used to be, maybe, or in your team?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all. And that's why we were coming with a pretty, I would say, out-of-the-box concepts on this. If we were from that industry, we would not be coming with something so off.
Okay. But so where do you come from?
So we're coming from totally different industries. I was in the aerospace industry before. What the angle we have is we are all gamers, and we were all really beginners at trading. So we wanted to trade for ourselves, and that's how we came up with something predefined that would let us focus on just one thing rather than trying to figure out the
That's
whole trading
cool,
platform.
but that just makes me feel even more, attached to the pitch, because you're gamers, you're game designers, so it makes me more understand better the way you build the product, and also what is missing here is a big like somewhere in the pitch the why you're doing this at the end,
For the fun.
For the fun, yeah, but just explaining this. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's for me. It was a great pitch.
Yes, great pitch. I agree with Alice on the slides. It was nice and well chosen. Maybe what is missing is a bit more on the product and what it does exactly, because you don't say how you simulate, for instance, the evolution of the. You pick the example of the dollar, how you simulate the evolution. Does this react to how I react myself, what I do? Do I sell? Do I buy again? What are the engines that besides the product?
So it's the simplest product you could imagine. We're just providing one asset, so just Euro USD. You can't change it for now, just one asset. It's real-time live data, so we just connect it into a broker API, and we stream, so we get that data, and then we stream it to all devices. It's real-time, so sometimes
you can't simulate a crash or something?
No, it's live. It's the real market today, now, actually. Okay. So the Forex market is open 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. So that's why we chose that asset rather than stocks, for instance. That's why you get maybe sometimes 5 new values in 1 second, and then for the next 2 seconds you have no change of value because supply and demand on the market. That's why.
Okay. And another question was about how do you plan to reassure your users, because you are touching to financial stuff, it's serious stuff. People may be worried about what is my money going to do with that kind of tools.
So again, it's not real money for now.
Yes,
we don't know where we're going. There are different monetization strategy. Can be to offer real trading, can be to monetize the data itself that we have. That is pretty interesting already. Can be just to push users to real trading platforms, not ours. There are different ways. We're just focusing really on the market fit right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I grab it. Just to know, you talk about the users.
Yes.
How many users do you have? What did it show?
So we released less than a week ago. We haven't done any marketing, just like some listing on beta list, stuff like that. We have 400 testers for now.
Okay, cool. And wouldn't it be like a great place to start to train myself for all the people who dare not starting?
Sorry, can you rephrase
like I see it as for me, for instance, I would use it to prepare myself to see if I do well, it's
a first step. It's definitely a first step. And the thing is, the angle of most platforms is very wrong. Is that we focus on the technical, but even if you master the technical side, if your emotions get in the way, you lose, and that's why most of the people lose.
All right.
So I like the pitch very much. Also. Although the first sentence when you say that you launch and it's not good is a very startup thing to do, but it's not the most convincing thing for me if you want me to download the app. On the rest, it's really good. I like the fact that you ask for something at the end. You really need developers. You know how to convince them just before with the pictures. So that's really cool. On the product, you say it's trading for dummies, so I expect you to tell me why I'm gonna get better. So I like the levels you're building, but I'd like to know from your background that you know how to craft the real levels, so to make me become better and better and better.
It's like, did you play Zelda? Did you play many games? We are following that.
I know the level by level
logic,
works.
Right? That we are following that logic. Then anytime we can integrate in the team someone with the very high level of financial knowledge that we will need, that is actually not the issue.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you measure performance? Like, do you see how I do compared to the market, or it's just losses?
Oh, we can measure your performance compared to the crowd of already the users we have. Yeah.
Okay. And then if you get to, then you get to.
Yeah, we can basic leaderboards like any games.
And do you fake supply and demand, or is it?
No. It's the
real
pure
market.
Market. Yeah. So of course the low, it's virtual money, but even if it was real money, you would not influence the market with such small amounts. Even banks cannot influence, right?
Yeah.
So.
And if you say it's gonna go up, it goes up for how long? Until you say it goes down?
No. When you go up, you just have placed your trade, right? So you have a P&L that is going on basically. So you are either in profit or in loss, and we cut your losses when you reach, so you've bet $50, for instance. When your investment reaches minus $50, we cut it. There's a bit of explanation behind. It's not a complicated algorithm, but we put crazy leverage so that the game is enjoyable fast. Because the big problem also with trading platforms is, okay, you build your portfolio and then you wait for days, weeks, because nothing happens, right? And you don't really have, the feedback loop is too slow for you to actually learn. So what we wanted is you're gonna reach minus 100% of your investment or plus 100% of your investment within the next 3 to 10 minutes, depending on the market condition. So the best time to trade is when Paris and New York, London and New York are trading together. Yeah.
Cool.
And here in the room, I'm interested, who would like to download this app? Honestly.
Okay, thank you.
Great, that's a good score.
Not bad, yeah.
And just a question, are you full-time dedicated to this project?
Yeah, since the end of December, I quit my job and I'm full-time on this.
As a game designer?
A bit of everything, yeah. I do mostly the designs, yeah.
And this lifestyle?
Amazing.
Oh. Makes me dream. Okay, a lot of applause for this team. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, now we leave Bangkok to go to the bars of every cities in France and in London now with the team Youshould. So a lot of applause for Youshould also, please.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to start by asking... sorry, George, thank you. Voilà. I would like to start by asking you a very small question. Who... Oh, sorry, I have to switch my brain on the English. Who do you like to party? There is no policeman in the room. Who do you like to party in that room? Ah, okay. Very good. So, I see like 60% of people who like to party and 40% of shy people. But whatever. At Youshould, we are helping people who like to party. I would like to present you the friends of my associate Paul, who is at this moment in London. This is Paul's friends. And this is the living room, kitchen and dressing of Paul, meaning Paul has a very small apartment at this moment. And he wants to organize a party, so he can invite his friends in his apartment. But it's going to be a bit complicated, and I know the Paul's friends, and they're going to destroy the apartment. Sorry. This is also, sorry for English guys, I only have this picture in French. This is the Paul's neighbors. They are not very happy when he's making a party, having a party. So, yes, I don't have to say something anymore. And the solution is to party in a bar. Yes, sorry for the picture, a bit of pixel. But still in English. Which bar I have to use? Is there enough place in the bar? I will have to call the bartender. I will have to negotiate the prices, the fares. The bartender will want to see me to be sure that I'm not a bad guy. And I will have to visit the bar and to give the deposit with a check, paper check. So finally, I'm not gonna party. But now you have Youshould. I'll let you appreciate the picture. Youshould lets you organize very easily your party. I'm not gonna make a demo, but this is our search engine. You just have to choose if you want a bar who will be open all the night, a bar where you will find dance floor, a bar where you can bring your birthday cake. You can choose the location. You can choose the number of people who will be coming. You can choose the date of the booking, and then we'll give you a bar list with reviews of previous people who have already booked this bar for making a party. And then you will just have to book by giving your first name, your mail, and your phone number. And that's it. About the dream team, yes, we are a dream team. This is Paul, still in action. At this moment, Paul is in London because we are after having launching the La France. Voilà. After having launching La France, we are launching London, and at this moment we have 8 guys going to the bars and asking them to join Youshould. And they are like 80% of them are saying yes. So we are pretty confident about the fact that London will be a very good city for us. I am the CTO and other stuff. And also, I would like to thank tonight our very, very beautiful team. You have that team was not existing 3 weeks ago, and this one exists since now 1 year and a half, and is the best team ever we had. Yes, that's it. Yeah, thank you. Now the killing question: where are we drinking tonight? Thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I have to react. Timothée, I love you. I have to say it. I love this guy. This is exactly why we're doing Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Because we have great guys like that, engineers who build amazing platform. Go try this, Youshould. It's 150,000 people who have been partying in France thanks to them. And the only thing he's able to give us on stage is a crap pitch. Like, absolute crap pitch. Like, seriously, man, you disappoint me. But it's okay, because I love this kind of things when you have a crazy product that is just doing so well, but the guys, they don't know how to sell it. They just don't know how to pitch it. Like, he put pixel images, like your image, it's not possible. You cannot put it. We work like 2 days on your swag with a new beautiful landing page, and the guy comes and he puts his images like. Okay, but it's okay. Like, definitely, everything is missing in this pitch. And with such a product, like any American would come on stage like in a bold way and say, "Hey, I'm gonna revolutionize the world," blah blah blah, and you wouldn't have even your like half of your thing. So, man, like it's the easiest things to do now. It's just to be based on what you've done and achieved, and it's amazing. So he has everything. He has the community. He has the team. They are technical people. They know exactly how to convince any bartender. But not only in Paris, they are in every cities, like in Nantes, in Montpellier, in. No, I do the pitch for you, man. Seriously, and never excuse yourself for your English.
It's about manipulation. Now you know how to make Alice pitching for you.
No, it's an amazing fucking product. Seriously, it's like it solves your lives. Today you cannot do parties, and I know it because my neighbors, they just hate us, and like they call the police every night. Seriously, so in Paris it's getting worse and worse, and we are all aware about this. Like, you cannot party anymore, and these guys are solving this. And a society where you don't party is a dead society, and in a way they fulfill a citizen mission. So, like, step up. That's what I mean. But it's okay in a way. But when you have such a wonderful product, it means that you're fucking focused. You're super focused, and that's why I love your team, and I love Youshould, and that's why we need to work on the way we pitch, because you have everything just to convince everybody with just the key fact of what you've done. Like, who would like to use Youshould, honestly? Yeah, you see, because there is no place to go when you have 10 people, and the thing that you could start with. I give you for free the best places in Paris for free, because you book the most beautiful bars in Paris.
it's free. In fact, I didn't say it.
And nobody understood.
Yeah. The only thing you have in your pitch is the pictures of your team partying. So we know that you do this well. There's nothing else we know you do well. So start with a sentence saying what you do, not just where you should. Just say where you should, the first booking platform for bars in Paris and in London. At least we know. Then the problem, everyone knows it. You don't need to do 5 slides on it. Just tell us how it works. The demo, you could actually do a demo. You could book a bar for 2 nights in 2 hours just there, if it worked well for everyone, and everyone would go. So you could have a real demo effect if you had to do it. And then, yes, you don't say anything. Like, you didn't say it was free. It's free to book a bar. Everyone thinks that to have a 50 people room, it costs you 3,000 euros plus 5,000 deposit, and like all your drunk friends are gonna make you lose this 5,000. Say it's free, and then tell us how amazing the team is, not by saying you party, but by saying that you have 300 bars in Paris and 150,000 people that came, and that all of them book again because it's so great. And ask everyone to book on Youshould. Ask everyone to tell their bars to be on Youshould, their favorite bars, because they want to go there. Make us leave the experience from. It's such an easy product in terms of explanation. It's sexy. It's easy to understand. So you should focus just on showing how many times better it is than all the rest, and on how fast you guys are going.
Thank you.
Won't repeat one more time, but yes, you definitely should be able to make people think that what you do is making people feeling in a happy few community. It's so easy to, everybody likes to party. People who don't like to party are not human. So to say, okay, I enabled people to have great parties in bar. They spend good times with me. I didn't know the figure. I didn't know it was free. I didn't know the company. I didn't know you. But this pitch is a bit like if you have started the company 2 days ago. Like, I'm trying to do something fun, but I'm starting. And what I understand is that you started quite a while ago, and that it's performing super well. So have some, not a lot of figures, just say how many people have partied with you, they try again, they come back again, they try other bars, and how bartenders also are very happy to work with you, because you bring them a kind of audience they don't really have. Insist on that as well, I guess.
And then some pictures should be of the people that you actually serve. So like parties from, like, oh, my friend there who organized a 30 people party last week, and not only your team.
And at the end, you're the kind of guy, like, investors already know about the teams when they are doing well. And they are the kind of guy who didn't have to convince anyone. People came to them to actually be able to invest. So that's why it didn't work so much on his pitch. And now you're going to London, my friend. You will need to work on it. And you know what? Let's do something. Let's do, like, everybody here, we share this experience. Great product, poor pitch. We're going to work on a super beautiful pitch for, let's say, within 3 weeks, and we will release it on YouTube, and we will do the comparison. And I can tell you, you have all the elements to do the most fabulous pitch.
Now in that room, I have someone doing the accounting for me, someone doing the computing for me, someone doing the marketing for me, and now I maybe will have some time for pitches.
No, it's not someone to be dedicated for. It's more about.
I mean, I will have the time to train my pitch.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
I didn't work so hard to let someone pitch instead of me, even if I do it very bad.
Okay, thank you very much, Youshould.
Thanks to you.
All right, let's go to Eden Paris. A lot of love to Eden Paris.
Thank you.
It works? Yes. Hi everybody. Who is in a relationship in the room? Please raise your hand. People in couple. Right. Not a lot of couple tonight. Don't be shy. Okay. So me too. I am single. But don't worry. I'm not here to find someone. Okay. Today, everybody gonna raise his hand. Who know people in relationship? Everybody, come on. Come on. Everybody knows. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you is a project for everyone, okay? So what we are doing in Eden Paris is revolutionizing the way the couple will access activity made for them. But before I tell you how, I'm going to share with you a quick story. This is a guy who is in couple, and like a lot of couple, is living routine with his girlfriend, you know, never doing something really exciting. And once he tries to organize something cool to do for the weekend, he looks everywhere in internet. He finds only article, blah, blah, what to do in Paris, in Louvre, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's difficult for him. Hopefully, he has a friend who offer him a smart box. So, but the problem is when he tries to reserve one of this activity on the smart box, it is never available for the weekend which is coming, even for the next 3 months, even for the year, and sometimes no more available at all. So the guy lost his time in searching everywhere, and his friend who wanted to help him was not able to do it. And it even lost his money because the box was not used. And at the end, the guy lost his girlfriend. Yeah. And to be honest with you, guy, I am this guy. This is my story, yes, a few months ago. But it made me think to something. We are a lot of couple in France, like actually 32 million and 5 in Paris. And for sure, I'm not the only one who wanted to do something, but had no idea to what to do, when to do, and don't want to lose time in the process, right? So we created Eden Paris to simplify it. So, what, when, where? Eden Paris is a platform where you have a lot of activity proposed for couple. If you want to organize free time in Lover, don't stop searching everywhere in internet, don't try to reserve, call, you just have a selection of activity, you check the availabilities, you click, you go, and you enjoy. That's it. Really simple. So that's the concept of Eden Paris, as I told you, and what we want is that is like I want to do something in couple. Okay, when am I available? How much I got to spend? Boom, boom, boom. This is what I can do. I want to do something tomorrow. I want to do something this Sunday. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I can do it. This is really simple. A little demo of the website. This is one of the landing page you see. So you go on the website. You have the activity proposed for couple. You choose the one, you choose the hour, the date, and you go. It's really simple to use. You know, last week I still offered 2 activities to some friend. The advantage to pass by Eden Paris is that not only you have some idea of activity good to do in Paris, but we also negotiate price for you. So the price are better in Paris than if you were going directly to the provider of this activity. And you got a lot of ID. It's really simple to reserve. So when I'm talking about something original, for instance, right now we are negotiating with a zoo to feed and healing baby tiger in Paris. Did you know that it was available? That's the kind of thing that we can do with it in Paris. So what we want for couple is become a top of mind brand for every couple. We want that every couple, when they want to do something, think to, okay, there is one website made for us, for the activity, for the couple, or if you want to offer something to a couple friend, there is Eden Paris. And we want to begin, we began with Paris 4 months ago, and then we want to decline in all the big city because couple exist everywhere in the world. Yeah. And from the beginning, I'm talking about we, but the truth is that it's only I for now, since 4 months. And for me, today it's a big day because perhaps I can find some partner around you. If someone is really interested by this project, I'm really looking for people to work with me. So quickly, the skills that we need in Eden Paris are this, but the more important is the motivation. If someone is motivated by this idea and want to work with me, with us, so just come to me, or if you're a little bit shy, just write me a mail and contact edenparis.fr. A little gift for you, for your attention. Until next Sunday, you have 10% discount with the promo code family. And don't forget to follow us on the social media, Eden Paris on Facebook and Eden Paris in Instagram. I hope tonight I will get 150 more like. Okay? Thanks for your attention.
Great pitch.
Thanks.
Greatly delivered. Brilliant. What this said. You spent, I think, a little more too much time on the problem in the market, and this is difficult, and keep the jokes with the girlfriend who went away. But maybe we see what the problem is, and spend, again, I'm sorry, this is the same comment as previously, more time at the product. Do you have exclusive deals with, I don't know, some establishments, some institutions or restaurants or I don't know what? Do you have last seats deal, for instance, for a show that is for which you have still maybe 10 rooms in a night, and you can sell it 2 hours before? Do you have this kind of special things apart from what I can see on the website? I can do it every week, every time. What can make it special and last minute?
Okay, so I have to stay on the detail. Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Azim.
Azim? But seriously, I really like your energy.
Thanks.
It's impressive because you've done it all alone. And it's precious in the way, when you started, to be honest, I thought, I don't know. Because you put 2 slides with kind of Getty image style, people looking like that. I felt like what? It's gonna be flat.
Okay.
And then you share your vision, and then you share this video, well made, and then you're totally bold on stage, and you're totally passionate, you're totally in it, and then, actually, it's interesting. It's a real problem, and just a few things. So the comparison with Smartbox is not so relevant because we don't care. Smartbox is already it's a past thing. Today, you don't want to go and buy a Smartbox to have ideas with your couple. It's true that you look at Google and you get lost in the serendipity of all the proposals, and finally you have your friend who is telling you something crap, and it's true. We need ideas.
It was for sure that sometimes it's complicated when you have to reserve and don't want to.
It's like Youshould. You don't want to call each bar to know if they do this, at what time do they close. You do the dirty job for them. So it's good, and even you have a girl who did your logo and because we see it's really soft. There is a kind of douceur. And that's cute, and that's well chosen, by the way. And it looks like My Little Paris girl-ish, sweet, like that, and it's cool, and it's coherent. The only thing I would like from you to see more is what is the secret? Because I don't want, I mean, at the end, if you want to scale, you won't be an agency doing like very customized for everyone with your human self, okay? You're gonna get bigger. So what is your understanding of the problem of the couples? You know, what is the secret thing? Like, how do you create this moment of uniqueness? I don't know if we say uniqueness. Well, yeah, you understand. But what did you understand in this thing of the couples? Like, and is it because for the moment you tackle like low, it's low prices, and you want like young couples, like 20s, something like that?
Between 25 and 35.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you? I mean, do you go what I? Do you see what I see? Do you get what I see? What I say when I say I get the secret about the couple?
I think I do. I think I do.
But do you, I mean, how much do you interact with them? Where do you want to bring them?
For now, I'm only working with the website and the social media to touch this couple which who wants to
How
do
many
something.
deals did you close?
From now, 63.
63?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you start to make it live?
November.
Okay.
So it was just 2 weeks before Paris attack.
Okay.
So it slowed a lot.
Uh-huh.
Then it's go back with Christmas and Valentine's Day last week.
Okay,
But
so
we
for
hope
the
that
moment
it will become really regular, and we are looking for. Also, we think that I think for now, what is important is the activity proposed, and the more we're gonna get original activity, and the more client we're gonna get.
Okay, so every deal, for the moment, you close it by yourself.
Yeah.
Of course. So
That's
you're a deal maker also.
Yeah, I was a buyer in total 6 months ago. I quit my job, and I am on this 100% for now. And if someone, I repeat, want to join the adventure,
Wait, it looks cool. So who would like to test this product? Be honest, be honest. Okay, good. Who is in a relationship? Okay. All right, and who would like to join this guy? To Tim? Raise your hand.
Right,
don't be shy.
Don't be shy, seriously.
And who knows people who could join this guy? Open your network. You have his address. It was before. So connect with him. Contact at
I'm just here at the end.
edenparis.fr.
Come to me.
Yeah, no, it's impressive.
Seriously, contact at Eden Paris. Now everything is like very personal and very about you, and you give us this good energy and the vibe, and then you want us to contact you and contact at it's like put something cool. I don't know, whatever. Like join me or you'll find better than this. But like the pitch is good. Like we feel that you go on stage and then you wake up after a couple seconds, and then it's actually your game and you love it and you want to share it with the people. So that's really good. Then, as they say, you spend a little too much time on the problem and on comparing yourself with existing solutions. It's never very useful to say other people are bad. Just say how good you are, and people will know that it's better than anything else they've seen. And it's more, and it's like talking about competition. You don't need to do it. If people like what you do and think there is something else, they just go at the end and ask you, oh, but there is Smartbox, and then you can just explain to them why it's not that good. So keep the jokes, keep the energy, and the first video is good. You keep talking, so you can't choose how loud the music is, but it should be a little less, not that loud. And then the second demo is not needed. You don't need to show us a website. Like website is not a wow effect demo. I'd rather have you telling me last week 150 couples booked on Eden Paris, and you showing me pictures of them with this baby tiger they've fed or something. And at that point, you need to focus on the value proposition you're actually giving to people. So it's activities they can't book anywhere else. It's booked 100% online, and it's cheaper than what they can find if they go direct. And they're just so that at the end, everyone here in the audience knows what they get from the service, and they just go and book, hopefully.
I guess. I hope.
It makes me think about Merci Alfred and all this kind of, hey guy, surprise your girlfriend this weekend. And here we don't see where is the hook. Is it like surprise your girlfriend or have a nice moment with your boyfriend and or girlfriend? You know, we don't see the angle, and we don't. That's why also we don't feel the emergency and the urge. Like you're not a groupon. Kind of things to sell. There is no deadline to buy. There is no positioning like it's only me, exclusivity, and there is no I found this amazing thing. Like when you talk about the tiger, for instance, you say it, but we don't feel it.
Okay.
You know, so we don't see how to pitch it in Paris. Oh, it's a good thing for couples. If it's this, it's going to be hard to bring tons of people on it. But if it in Paris is I don't know, cheap but super amazing. Why not? But you need to really find the positioning first, much more precisely than now.
Okay.
Because I think you have it already, but you didn't choose to show it.
Perhaps.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And now, Bim! Applause!
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm Sébastien, one of the two co-founders of BIM. I have to tell you that we will talk about something that is not as swag or funny as what we have seen before. But anyway, so I have no idea if you know this, but Parkinson's disease and stroke are the two main diseases of physical disability among adults in the world. Every 2 seconds in the world, there is someone who's getting a stroke. Stroke is an AVC in French, okay? And we can count at a minute. Is it working? No? Yeah? Okay, sorry. And at the minute, there are more than 7 million people affected with Parkinson's disease. The problem for these people is that... the problem is to reduce the gap between previous life and new life. And the only issue for them to do this is to rehabilitate and to work hard every day with intensity, with repetition, with a manner that stimulates the brain and daily and with perfect autonomy. And this in order to reach two goals, to slow down the disease and to recover. Today, even if it looks so important, as you can understand here, there is no solution to progress and to rehabilitate in perfect autonomy independently at home. And that is the case for stroke, but also for people with Parkinson's disease. And at BIM, this is what we have understood. And we developed the first rehabilitation solution to recover movement capabilities in perfect autonomy at home. So BIM, what is it? BIM, it's one app, 2 sensors, 1 serious game, that's all. Everything is in my hands. And you've got everything to work at home independently. So as you can see, it takes only 30 seconds to start your daily training at home perfectly independently, okay? And you can work every part of your body. Possibilities are really, really endless. And as you can see here, it's Yves. This is our first tester. Yves have used our system during 4 weeks with exercise for balance, for knee flexion, for ankle flexion, etc. And after 4 weeks, Yves is affected with Parkinson's disease, and he's okay with the picture, with the video. Don't worry about this. No, I'm ready. He said, okay, if he can't help the disease, I'm okay. So it's true. And Yves, after the 4 weeks, okay, has increased by 20% his walking test, okay? And he was very happy because he was approaching the walk average man in the street. And as he said now, he needed it, and he wants to buy one. And Yves is not an isolated case. Our system has been used by a couple of users at the minute, like Jean-Michel, who has increased as well his walking performance and different tests. And he was very happy with the solution. And also Marie, what was very interesting is Marie, it's that she told them that she can even run again at the minute. And it looks quite maybe simple, but for her, it's really, really important. So BIM, it is a disruptive solution with an unprecedented care of rehabilitation for patients. And why does it work? It works because everything in healthcare has to start with science. And at BIM, we putted the best of the results we found in scientific paper that explain that using visual feedback is something very interesting for functional capabilities. And we putted all these results inside our solution. And it works also because we have spent more than 3,500 kilometers on the road, meeting a lot of people, meeting associations, stroke and Parkinson association. We met neurologists, doctors in rehabilitation, and also physiotherapists. And all the solutions have been built with all of them in order to make something that makes sense and that people need and that people want. And what is interesting at the minute is that medical world didn't kill our vibes. We got very good feedbacks with a lot of different doctors, specialists in rehabilitation. And at the minute, we are also constituting a medical advisory board, and we are in partnership with a very famous rehabilitation center in France, and we are initiating 2 clinical studies, one on Parkinson and one on stroke, that will start very, very, very soon now. Okay, I have nothing especially to share with you. Okay, the only thing I have to say is that everybody knows someone who got a stroke, or everybody knows someone who got Parkinson's disease. So, if you know someone, just spread the word to people who need it.
Okay, you killed it. No, definitely, like, amazing. Not only the pitch, but everything, like the guide, the project, the mission, the purpose, the way you are totally passionate. It's really a great pitch. I want to use it. I think we all have.
You don't need it now.
Yeah.
No, it's
no, but I unfortunately in my family, we
know people who would
yeah,
need
of
it.
course.
Okay.
So what I like, I know, like, when you get this kind of disease, you go to the hospital and you have a nurse that train you for a certain period of time, but you're not independent after, and you cannot get better, and nobody cares. Actually, there is nothing in the system. So
and nobody knows what's happening in the real life.
Yeah.
We met a lot of people, and they explain to us what's happening during a day, and a day is totally awful for them.
Yeah.
And the little thing or little percent you can gain in your movement capabilities.
So important.
It's so important.
Of course, it changed your life.
Like walking in the street with my family, with my couples, and without feeling I'm behind everybody, just with everybody at the same pace. It's a very good thing.
So definitely the product and the way. So my question is more like, how can we get it? How do you industrialize it? How much would you sell it? And when can I get it? Are you just prototype right now? Where are you?
No, it is indeed. It is the first version. It's like prototype first version. It will be sold in approximately 2 months now. Okay, and we are prototyping the second version, and you can find it on the website. It is really B2C pitch. Okay, so we were focused on the B2C market, but we have a vision also for rehabilitation center and association. So there is 2 kind of business model, if you want, more for rehabilitation center and after those 2 markets have to mix.
And where do you focus first?
At the minute?
Yeah.
First to sell on B2C, but make validation therapeutic with the B2B.
Okay.
So as I say, we have a clinical study that will start maybe in 2 weeks, and another one very soon.
And what is the sensor made of? What's the difference with any other sensor?
Oh, it's initial sensor.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fusion of data, and like this we can manage and get the amplitude of every part of your body you are using. So we can use it. When I say possibilities are really endless, it means that you can put the sensor wherever you want on the body, and you can choose the exercise, and we can make you to play with your knee, with your ankle. And what is interesting is not just a game, it is something thought to make people to progress. So I mean, when you move, we try to understand how you move, and we try to make you going better in your movement.
When I was looking at it, I was wondering why the Wii, Wii, the console, the
Yes,
game,
sure.
why don't they do that, for instance?
Yes, because for most of the time, it's just a trigger. Okay, when you make a move with the Wii, it's like a trigger. You move, okay, the Wii detects what you are doing, and then it launches a motion on the screen. That's totally different. We use what we call the visual feedback. Okay, I didn't spend too much time about this, but that's what we use, the visual feedback. And it's very interesting for people with neurological disease. For example, I take the example, if you got Parkinson's disease, you are very slow and it's difficult to you to take an object, like something, this is probably your maximal speed, okay? And you can take it very slowly. But if the object moves, you are able to move with this object. So when you got dynamic guides in the environment, it's easier for you to move. And that's what we put. We've got a continuous guide with the visual guide. Okay, that's the difference with the Wii. It's different to a trigger.
Okay.
I'm sorry if it's not clear.
So the pitch is really, really good. I have one critic to do, is that you came here like 6 hours ago, and like you should be pitching all the time. Like I took you for like this shy guy that was pitching tonight, and like we had 5 hours, we could have spoken about the project, about tons of things. Be pitching your company all the time, at least saying in one sentence what you do.
I went outside, but
What?
sometimes I went outside to pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean with people?
No, even with people.
Oh, okay,
Like,
sorry. Yes,
you
yes.
come here, it's an entrepreneurship place. You
Okay, you're
come
true.
here 5 hours
Sure.
ago. You should just say in one sentence what you do. You have tons of interesting people. So pitch all the time.
Okay,
But on
understand.
this one, it's perfect. The questions she asked are indeed more focused on a B2B pitch or an investor pitch. For B2C, it was perfect. I like the rhythm you have. It's completely inappropriate for most companies, but for this, it's very appropriate because everyone knows that a med tech company solving issues like this is going to be super exhausting and super long, and so you look convincing with the rhythm you have and the energy you give. I like the fact that it's one of the best med tech pitch I've seen. I like the fact that it's not pathos, as many of them do, so you're not focusing on how poor people feel when they have the disease. You just focus on how better they get thanks to your product.
I say it's not swag. We have to
and
be
the
honest.
example of patients you gave are good. The rhythm is good. Yeah, but everything is very good. The first sentence you did saying it was not swag is something you shouldn't do, but then you get us
Okay.
back on track.
Okay.
Super fast. So very
Okay,
good.
I choose to keep it, but my co-founders Romain say me I should to take off. So,
Yeah, next
So-
time.
so you're right.
Yes, great pitch. Congratulations for what you do, because it's sometimes started, don't change the world, but you aim at changing it, so it's quite nice. Maybe one critic, if I may also, I wouldn't say on the back to 2 slides, I guess. I wouldn't say it's an alternative to hospitalization, because the promise you make is to heal people and not to cure. And maybe just say like you help people feeling better, and it's very different from saying like I'm going to vanish the disease, because it's not the case.
I understand what you mean, and honestly, this
I don't know from where the quote is.
Yes,
but
but you're true. It's not a good idea to keep only this part of the sentence. But with the first sentence, it explains that it's good hospitalization after hospitalization, to take the continuity after hospitalization. But you're right. Indeed, it's not. Yeah, when we see this, yes, I can understand now. Yeah.
And maybe a last one. you are perfectly right to say everybody knows someone who had one of those diseases in your family or friends. Please say where we can get the product. You said the first go-to-market strategy was B2C. Will it be in chemistry, in specific shops selling like specific equipment? Where will it be? Do you already have an idea?
Yes, it's at the minute we can order it on the website.
Okay, on your website.
Yes, yeah. I didn't say.
Great.
But the idea is to, as I said, mix the market, so spread different kits in the different association and different rehabilitation center, and got prescriptor and.
Step 2 with the
yes,
medical players.
Yes, that's it.
And because we are on this slide that we used to talk about swag, never used the how to say ombre portée, shadow.
Okay.
It's forbidden.
Okay.
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 That's the thing. Amazing pitch. Seriously, I'm super happy to have had you on stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's welcome the last pitch, Pinpo.
Hello Pinpo. My name is Laurence, and my team and I just launched Pinpo, the first matching solution between tenants and landlords. So you probably all know the story of Tom and Jerry, this famous cartoon focused on the rivalry between the two characters, Tom, the cat, and Jerry, the little mouse. At the end, we all understand that finally they cannot live one without the other. They almost love each other, but they have a real problem of communication. And lack of connections and communication is a major problem in our everyday life. In my case, I experienced it the most when I arrived in Paris, and I had to find a new place to live, my home sweet home. And when we think about it, we all know a Jerry. We all know this little tenant who runs everywhere and struggles to find his new apartment. And we all know a Tom, this landlord who wants to rent his apartment, but he doesn't have the time to handle hundreds of calls, and he doesn't have the time to do this, and sorry. Most of the time he's considered as a bad person by his tenants. So I don't think I have to give you much more details about this. You all know what it's like to print hundreds of rental files, do the queue in the staircase, and call landlords who don't have the time to answer your question. So at Pinpo, we believe that all of this has to change, and we create an app that connects tenants and landlords in a fast, user-friendly and personalized way. So what do we do? This is the tenant solution. A tenant come, download the app, and he creates just one rental file and personalize the profile for all the apartments. Then he just have to swipe left to dislike the apartment, or right if he likes the apartment. And it's very simple. If he is matching, he can chat with the POP, the concierge of the app. He will answer all his questions, and he's sending his rental file directly to the landlord. For the landlord, what are we offering? We are offering trust, time, and money. Trust, because we send only completed and verified rental file from committed tenants. Time, because he only received rental file that matches his expectation. We also planned his visits. And money, because we offer high quality and on-demand services, and it's cheaper than a real estate agency. So who are we? we are four. There is Sasha, my co-founder and CEO. He's the businessman of the team. There is Mathieu, co-founder also, and an amazing designer. We have Guillaume, is soon our CTO. He helped me develop the application, and me, Laurence Benamont. I'm engineer, and so I'm the CEO of the team. Okay, I don't have to forget Pop. He's very important. It's an awesome guy, and he helped us connect tenants and landlord and make them to have a better relation, healthier and balanced. So thank you for your attention. Don't hesitate to download the app and share with your friends, and go and chat with Pop and give us feedback. Thanks.
You have great energy that you want to share. That's great. The slides are nice, but I'm a bit confused on who you talk to. For example, the value proposition you give is for landlords and not for tenants. So I don't know if you're talking to them to actually find apartments, because I guess most of them don't own an apartment yet, or at least not two, and not trying to rent one. So focus on one side and just stick to it. And if it's not on the consumer side, which I am going to assume now for the comments, it's a problem that's everyone tries to solve. Like, I've seen hundreds of companies trying to do something about Kill Se Loger or any other platform. So you don't want to spend too much time on the problem. You want to spend time explaining me why you cracked it and why it's your team that actually found what was missing. So Tinder for finding an apartment is a sentence that lets everyone understand what you do, but then you have to make me feel that you found something special. So if it's the trust, the time, and the money you're bringing to landlords, focus on this. If it's the convenience for someone looking for an apartment, not having to do hundreds of visits because you do the bookings and you only select a couple, and I don't know, like, you need to make me feel that you as a team found something that actually gonna make it work and makes me want to give you money and trust. On the rest, it's really good. Like, the energy is there, the slides are nice, but focus on consumer or on convincing me that you found this trick.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm always happy to see a woman CEO pitching. Yeah. This is good. So just for this, at least, thank you. The pitch was, a bit too long at the beginning. I get lost exactly on who are you targeting. It's true, when you do a marketplace between two people, you need to address one spot to help us to get into the story. The only thing for me is that, okay, seriously, the slides are beautiful. Like, they are super well executed. You get something. It's simple. We see that you get what design means, and you can say it's a Tinder of landlord, and it's the same. It's a swipe. So it's mobile first. Yeah. Okay. So it's all this kind of good tricks, and the only thing that Pauline showed me on the team X-Ange, it means that and she put the finger actually on something I felt. It's like, we see it's a top-down thing. It doesn't mean it won't be good and it cannot be a success, and actually not at all. But just that it's a feeling when you pitch. We see, wow, she's brilliant. She understands everything. Boom, she's gonna execute. But does she feel it? Like, is this market passionating enough for her to go through the war, because it's gonna be a war all along the time. And when she say, okay, it's X-Ange, okay, it means that you've seen so many startups going, so you know where there is some picotement, where it's exciting. This is a success in every city. We want to see it in Paris. We need it in Paris. So you're right, choosing it. But by choosing a startup, a problem to tackle through this a market approach. It means that even if it's a fake wedding, you need to fall in love. And I need to feel that you are in love. And that's the only thing. Otherwise, for me, the team is super solid. I want to trust. I want to follow. I like the energy. So I want to say 100% I'm with you. The problem shorter, the pitch one side, and make us feel that you're like intimately passionate about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, maybe one additional common complementary to the one of Alice is show us what is very differentiating from you're not another one real estate app. This is what is important. Well, you've been VC yourself. You see you know that we see like tons of the same stuff, and in which way are you different? So that the people in the end don't think that it's different because I swipe. If this is just the only differentiating point, would say that's not enough. So what's different? And the fact that you can constitute your file easily, improve it, complete it before you pass on it to the tenant, to the landlord, is very important. It's not like the swipe stuff. It was something innovative with Tinder. Now it's not at all. So what is very different you do that other people don't do, and why you are not another one stuff? And this is a global advice. When you are on industries or verticals or products that you have a lot of competitors, please say in which way you are different, because you risk that people in the end say, this is another, and you've missed your pitch if people at the end of the pitch think that.
And you know this, I don't know the name of this app in New York, but my sister, she was looking so hard to find an apartment, and someone told her to download this app, and I downloaded it also to help her to find. And the design was so beautiful and everything, but I was so disappointed because there was nothing. And even before the design, of course, it's the hardest thing is to get is a massive amount of proposal, very geolocalized, and maybe that's the thing we want to have in the pitch. Like, how will you get maybe district by district in Paris to start all the offers? How will you get it?
At the beginning, we just call landlords, and we are trying to make a partnership with a promoter, a student residence, and we also are trying to make partnership with insurance to help all those tenants who are young or just who start to work just now to have an apartment, even if they have not a lot of money yet. So
and we need to understand why we will go more on this rather than on seloger.com, etc., etc. You know, like what will you have more? Why the landlord will be more happy to be there? And the instantaneity of this app is the key, in a way, in the conversation, in the direct conversation. But to prove it, you need people who won't be disappointed on both sides. Yeah. So enough offers. Who would like to download this app? Great. That's a good amount. Okay, thank you very much. Give a lot of love. Stay here. Stay with me. I hope you enjoyed these pitches tonight. We've been amazed by most of them. So thank you very much. I want all the pitchers to come with me on stage. And now you will have to choose hard. So give love to everybody, but give more love to your favorite one. Okay? So I'm gonna go through, and you're gonna remind me the name of your startup. Give me. Okay? I say 1, 2, 3. You give some love. To Beam, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. Now to Youshould, 1, 2, 3. A bit less. And now to Eden Paris, 1, 2, 3. Remind me your name. And now to Oh My George, 1, 2, 3.
Louise, I think you're the best trader tonight, so you can come and see me after. Louise Curie-Melly, something like this.
Louise is what? The best what?
Best trader tonight.
Trader tonight. Ah, there is a trader in the room tonight.
No, I mean the contest that was going on.
Ah, okay. And the name of it's Pinpo. Pinpo, 1, 2, 3. Ok, on va faire la finale, for the final. I think it's you and you share. D'accord, come on, moi je les kiffe aussi, Youshould, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Allez. Non. Là, maintenant, vous choisissez. Dites rien pour celui que vous choisissez pas. Donc, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Ah, c'est trop dur là. Alors maintenant tous les deux. Voilà. You have to choose, but make a lot of noise to the one you choose. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Okay. So finance again, healing the poor people. Ah, the bad bitch. Okay, it's you, man. Bravo. So. Everybody support, tweet, follow, like all these people. Stay here to drink some juice and eat some peaches. It was a nice night together. I'm really happy that you came, and most of you came for the first time. So we are really, we feel blessed and honored. So thank you very much. Come next time. It's going to be in 1 month, and have a good night.